got tired of waiting in the cold. Why the late hours, Phil?
The new Swiss owners. They've been breathing down my neck ever since they took over.
Maybe this will buy you some time.
Oh, you got the money. Oh, yes. There'll be some questions this time, though. They sent over some hotshot from Zurich to check up on the local operation.
Well, you seem to have all the answers. I mean, stolen money shows up. You save yourself and the insurance company $2.5 million. Hell, you probably get a promotion.
Yeah. She's doing a cost analysis of all our policies, asking me how we managed to get such a high rate of recovery on reported art thefts, who I'm working with. Don't worry, David. I never use names. She'll never trace you.
I'm not worried. I'm calling it quits.
That's what you said the last time in Tokyo.
Yeah. Well, this time I've got myself a tidy little retirement fund.
Just one more job, David. Then I can straighten out the books.
No. The answer's no, Phil. From now on, my daughter's my life. Good night, baby.
Come on, Daddy, tell me. Is she pretty?
Hey, take it easy with that sugar. I told you already. It wasn't a date, just business.
It's always business. I think you should start dating so you can find me a new mommy.
And I think you should be getting ready for school, young lady.
You gonna join us for breakfast, Emily?
No, thank you, Mr. King. I've already eaten. And it looks like I've got quite a bit of work to do today. Now, don't let your father make you late for school, Jillian.
Don't worry, Emily. We're taking the BMW Express.
Contact!
Contact.
Morning, Marie.
You look exhausted. How about a cup of coffee to perk you up?
Sounds good. Oh, Marie, you'd better prepare a bank draft for the Luxembourg account.
The Monet?
this calls for a celebration.
Business before pleasure, I'm afraid. I want you to put a call through to Switzerland, would you?
Right away, Mr. Cameron.
Yeah, it's King.
Just a moment, Mr. King. Mr. King.
Morning, Juan. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. I'll let him know you're here.
I'd think twice about moving that bishop if I were you. Unless, that is, you feel that you can afford to lose your king. For God's sake, Juan, will you please stop following me around with that thing? Please.
You know, I didn't come here to play chess, Mark. I wanted you to know I quit.
Oh, don't take it so hard, Dave. It's only a game. Someday you may even beat me.
I did my final job last night for Eastern International.
What a relief. I thought I just lost my favorite chess partner. You know, the insurance companies have paid you pretty well for your rather questionable skills. So why quit now? Don't tell me you're thinking of returning to the illicit art market.
You cured me of that a long time ago. And the insurance companies pay more than private collectors. I think I'll take a trip. Show Julie some of the world.
Not an extended voyage, I hope. Which keeps me young, Dave. We still are on for this weekend, are we?
She's looking forward to it.
I doubt it. God knows what she sees in an old kook like me.
An old doubting Thomas. You know you're her favorite uncle.
I'm her only uncle. And I'm not even a real uncle.
Besides the fact you spoiled her to death.
You're quite sure about that, are you?
Positive.
Checkmate again, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Talk to you for a minute.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We're not gentlemen, King. We're cops. Wouldn't happen to have an invitation to this little shindig, would you?
They got you guys here matching bodies to invites? Really hit the big time, huh, La Rivera?
There was an incident up on Mount Royal last night. Perhaps you heard about it. A mansion belonging to a famous art collector was broken into. The safe was opened, but nothing was stolen.
Nothing was reported stolen.
That's odd. That's very odd. Oh, yeah, here it is.
And it's with the greatest pleasure that I present to you
museum's most valued friends and supporters, for the last time, before it is placed in the private collection of an anonymous buyer, this exquisite work by one of history's most tragic artists.
Who is the buyer, Phyllis?
I'm not saying I do know, but if I did, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Vincent, a self-portrait. Gabrielle, there's someone here I'd like you to meet. Gabrielle Delon. Excuse me.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
I thought we agreed it would be wise not to be seen together. What the hell are you doing here?
That's exactly the question I was asking myself. You sent me the invitation, right?
No, of course not. Why would I do that? That's her.
Her?
Gabrielle Delon. The Ice Maiden. Miss Zurich.
You have my deepest sympathies, Phil.
Oh, shit, Marie.
I thought you two were, sparring partners.
She's my assistant, period. End of story.
All this jewelry is giving me goose pimples. David, I never expected to see you here.
I don't think I've ever seen you out of the office.
Well, he lets me out. Occasionally.
How about some wine?
Love some.
Hmm? I'm drinking red.
We're not at work, Phil.
Okay, okay. Why don't we both go? Excuse me.
You looking for something?
Just doing my job.
You ogle women for a living?
I guess occupations.
So let's see how good you are at your job.
I mean, if David King can be here, then I could certainly be in a place like this.
He's not supposed to be. This has nothing to do with you.
You sure don't scrub floors for a living. Your face is efficient, economical, and certainly beautiful. Your eyes are cautious, but they're not beyond taking a risk.
I am talking to you, aren't I?
Treat me like a human being. I'm supposed to be your assistant. What is the difference if you treat me with respect? And why did I receive an invitation to this in the first place?
What is it, banking? No, insurance. Insurance.
That's pretty impressive. As a matter of fact, I work for the company that's insuring the Van Gogh.
You know, it just doesn't seem right. They sell a painting for $25 million from some guy who never sold one in his whole life.
You don't believe in the life of a starving artist?
I'd rather eat.
Nothing at all. Don't point it.
By the way, I haven't had dinner yet. Would you care to join me?
I'm sorry, but I already ate.
How about just some fresh air?
Now there's an offer I could never resist.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
All right.
Would you give this to Mr. King, please?
Certainly. You weren't kidding about the fresh air.
Well, so what do you think?
I think you were supposed to be taking me home.
It's pretty far to Zurich.
You always play games, Mr. King?
You know, that's funny. I don't remember telling you my name.
And I don't remember telling you where I come from.
Let's say I guess more than occupations.
Mm-hmm. Why is it I don't believe you?
Because you're always weighing pros and cons. It's part of your job.
So what are you? A pro? A con? Or a little bit of both?
Let's just say I like surprises.
Well, you happen to be exactly the way I expected.
Exactly, how's that?
Mr. David King, a mysterious but reputedly charming art consultant. Or is it still art thief?
That's ancient history.
Mm-hmm. Which part? The charm part or the thief part?
Both, evidently.
Don't give up so easily. I'm sure you must have a couple more tricks up your sleeve.
You know, I'm getting strangely mixed messages here.
Messages? Oh, I completely forgot. While I was waiting for you at the door, a man gave me this to give to you.
What man?
I don't know. I didn't get a good look at his face.
I better take you home.
I was wrong. You are full of surprises, aren't you? Will I be seeing you again?
Yes.
Depends on what?
Yeah. You'll be seeing me here.
message for Jillian King or David King, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Who the hell could that be?
Don't answer it.
I have to. Hello. What, now? Look, I'm in the middle of a meeting. Okay. Give me 15 minutes.
We still have 15 minutes.
Where's the fire, David?
I was hoping you could tell me. What do you know about this Gabrielle?
You dragged me down here to ask me about her. I thought you said it was important.
It is important, Phil.
She's only been in town for 4 days, for crying out loud. Besides, I thought you two were hitting it off pretty nicely at the museum.
Why is she here? Just what exactly is it she does?
Her father owns ZBG, which owns half the insurance companies in the world, including Eastern International.
Boss's daughter.
Yeah, you could do worse.
Well, this is serious. Somebody gave her this tonight. Told her to give it to me.
King of Spades.
So let's try again. What is she doing here?
There's no way she could know, David. My files are all in code. Your name is never mentioned.
Somebody knows, and my code name is the King of Spades.
Coaching or...
Gabrielle?
It isn't the inscrutable Mr. King. How'd you get my number?
Oh, I bribed somebody in your mailroom.
I don't have a mailroom.
But I guess I just got lucky. I was, hoping you'd give me a chance to make up for last night.
You really do have a flair for excess, don't you?
Well, I really didn't know what type you like. So. How about dinner tonight?
Actually, I have to stay home. I still have a lot of unpacking to do.
Well, let's make it your place then. Stay around 8. I'll help you unpack.
8 o'clock? All right.
Stay still, Rudy. I gotta get your nose right.
Hey, which one?
The bright one. You need some color. What's she like?
I told you this was business.
You don't smell like business.
Her name is Gabrielle. She's very nice.
How nice.
Well, nice.
Does she make lots of money?
What's that got to do with being nice?
Well, it's important to know these things.
I want you to remember that when you're 16.
Daddy.
You all packed for tomorrow?
Yes. Uncle Mark says we're going to play lots of games.
Good. You be sure and go to bed when Lemmy tells you.
I will.
Night, baby.
Good night, Daddy.
Hi. Right on time.
Figured you had enough flowers.
I figured right. Oh, come on in. Well, what do you think?
It's homey.
It will be once I get the art up on the walls.
Lose a few crates and scatter some furniture.
Swiss wine. Let's try some of this.
Can I do that for you?
Thank you. Well, I hope you like fondue. My grandmother's recipe.
Grandma's recipes have always been a favorite around our house. I'd offer to help, but when it comes to cooking, I'm all thumbs.
So am I. There we go. That's it. Oh, how about some of that wine?
Something sure smells good.
So why are you still here?
You mean in Montreal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought about going back a few times. You know, they had the amnesty after Vietnam. But I was married and I had a daughter. Just felt like home. My wife was killed in a car accident a few years ago. Since then, it's just been me and Jilly. She likes it here. My compliments to your grandmother on the delicious dinner. You know, I really should go.
Don't you want any dessert?
You have any idea about the price of babysitters these days?
You know, I don't understand you at all.
Maybe you shouldn't try.
You're the one who's trying. Moonlight drives, flowers, chocolates, candlelit dinners. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were trying to seduce me.
Well, don't blame me for the dinner. Blame Granny.
I lied. Got it from a package.
No, I really gotta go.
What is it you want from me, David?
Just hold that thought. There's a few things I gotta sort out.
answer your phone? Jesus, David, what happened to you?
You still keep first aid supplies in the glove compartment?
Sure. Coming right up.
A couple of card sharks. Came looking for the king of spades.
You sure it wasn't just your basic garden variety mugging?
No. Somebody put him up to it.
Who?
I don't know, but I got a bad feeling about Gabrielle.
You can't be serious.
I figured somebody monitored the accounts in Luxembourg. Put two and two together and,
Gabrielle? I don't believe it. What are we gonna do?
You know, Australia's not too bad this time of year.
What about Jillian?
She made of good stuff. She'll hold up.
And Gabrielle?
I don't know about her. I just don't know about her.
Morning, Pumpkin. Spelt it wrong, Daddy. Pumpkin has a P. Can't have breakfast with you today, but I have a big surprise when I get back. Love, Daddy. Love you too, Daddy. P.S. I hope you like Australia.
When was the last time we swept the computers in the phone system for bugs?
Just like always, January and June.
We have to have it done again. Right away, Marie. This is serious.
Jillian, Daddy's home. Emily? Jillian? 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 Emily? Jillian? Come on out, baby. Daddy doesn't feel like playing hide and seek right now. Come out wherever you are.
What?
They took Jillian.
When?
This morning.
What did they look like?
They wore masks, Mr. King.
Well, did they say anything?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll call the police.
No.
Mr. King.
No police. Not till I hear from them. Why don't you go on home, Emily? Nothing to do here now.
Mr. King.
Don't worry. I'll handle it. If I hear anything, I'll call you.
This was on the front step.
Thank you, Emily.
Hi, Daddy. Don't worry. It's just a game like hide and seek. There's a painting hiding from you, and you have to find it and bring it home before tomorrow. And, Daddy, you've got to promise not to tell anybody. It's a secret game. Bye for now, Daddy. I love you.
Sons of bitches. Yeah. Mark, sorry we're late. Jillian won't be coming. Something's happened. It's serious. I don't want to talk about it over the phone.
There's a painting hiding from you, and you have to find it and bring it home before tomorrow. And, Daddy,
Sarah and me self-portrait. I don't believe it. It's preposterous. And you haven't the foggiest idea who's behind all this?
Somebody who knows about the King of Spades.
No, I can do it. Refill one, please. I don't care what the doctor said. We're in the middle of a crisis. It's far too famous to be resold. So it has to be the work of a private collector or someone fronting as one. What about the current owner? Has he been informed?
No one's been informed.
Are you sure you don't want me to put a call into the police? I still have considerable pull, you know.
It'd take him at least a week just to check out my story.
Well, then why don't you let me take the tape? I could have an expert look at it, and he might just find something that we missed. Would you mind going and getting the tape, please?
It really doesn't matter now. The job's got to be done tomorrow night.
Don't tell me you're seriously considering...
I have no choice, Mark. They've got Jilly.
I know Jillian as much as you do, Dave. But do you know what would happen if you got caught? I mean, there is that distinct possibility. The museum security rivals Fort Knox.
I'll just have to handle it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. But I will need your help.
Absolutely anything, dear boy. Anything.
You sure you're in the right place, pal?
It depends.
Depends on what.
Whether you're going to give me a beer or not.
You got it.
do something, Jimmy?
Davey, long time no see. Hey, I'll sit this one out, guys. Come on, we're all catching up. Look, Davey, I swear I got nothing to do with your situation.
Well, not too many people know outside of you.
Screw you. If you think I'd do something like that...
Hey, Jimmy. It's my daughter. I mean it. They took my daughter.
Okay. Okay, so how do we get her back?
I need a wireman. I gave you $5 grand up front.
Hey, man, forget the money. What are friends for? So I gather this ain't no local liquor store, right?
No, it's the Montreal Metropolitan Museum.
When?
Tomorrow night.
No way. I need layouts, blueprints, wiring diagrams. No way. Where'd you get this?
Let's just say I got a friend.
Old man Thomas. Guy's a piece of work, ain't he?
So we're on for tomorrow night?
Just like old times, huh, Davey?
I'm counting on you. You know that. Nice night, eh? You remember me?
Screw you!
Come on, fat boy, who hired you?
I don't know anything.
Well, you got 5 seconds. 1, 2...
Okay. I never saw the guy. He was at the other end of the phone. He called us. He asked us to rough you up. He hired us to rough you up. Nothing personal.
Yeah, well, you ever hear that voice again? Tell me because there's one hair on my daughter's head. That son of a bitch is dead. You think you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Nothing personal.
Tell you what he does for a living, Dad. Listen, I have to go. I'll call you later, okay?
Look here. I know what you're trying to do. And don't think you can pull rank on me.
This has nothing to do with pulling rank, Phil, and you know that. But you stand in my way, you'll be peddling life insurance door to door.
Hi, Daddy. Hope you're having fun. Hope you got the painting out you lose. You know that big church, Notre Dame? Well, behind it, there's a big garbage thing in the alley. And you have to put the painting in it at exactly 3 a.m. Else you lose, Daddy. Say goodnight to Daddy, Rudy. Good night.
Hey, Davy. Okay. The object of everyone's desire is bolted to a base, which is wired for heat.
What about the glass?
If you cut through it, it'll sound like the 4th of July. If you try to remove it, you break connection with the base, and you get a crowd. So, you gotta use nitro.
How much time do I have?
Not enough.
Not enough. That'll have to do.
One more thing. There's movement sensors and sonic alarms in the entrance area. I mean, they're splattered all over the place, like flies around an outhouse.
Any way to knock them out?
Take too long.
So I go out the same way I came in?
You have no choice. Listen, you sure you don't want me along a shotgun on this?
No. Thanks, Jimmy. You've done enough already.
Good luck, Davy. You're gonna need it.
Who is it?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. What a pleasant surprise.
You're the most despicable bastard I've ever met.
Would you care to come in, or you prefer to insult me from out here?
No, I wouldn't care to come in. I'd just drop by to give this back to you.
Sure you don't want to come in?
You lied to me. You used me. And don't think I don't know what you're up to. I just heard about the Van Gogh. And if you think I'm...
Get in here.
I don't even know why I bothered coming over. I should just call the police.
I can explain.
Don't think you're going to talk me out of it. I know exactly who you are, Mr. David Tyler King. You're a lying, thieving, manipulative son of a bitch. I think I almost fell for you. I don't ever want to see you again.
My daughter was kidnapped. The only way I can get her back is to give them the Van Gogh.
Hi, Daddy. Hope you're having fun. Hope you got the painting, else you lose. You know that big church, Notre Dame? Well, behind it, there's a big garbage thing in the alley. And you have to put the painting in it at exactly 3 a.m. Else you lose, Daddy. Say goodnight to Daddy, Rudy. Good night.
I'm sorry, David. If I'd have known. What are you gonna do now?
Answer the door.
Is it a bit late for visitors?
I don't exactly think it's a social call. Go in the kitchen. Just act like everything's normal.
Kitchen and act normal. Make a cake. That's normal.
Really careful. What are you two doing out this time of night?
Don't you screw around with us, King. You could haul your ass downtown.
Hold it right there. On what charge?
Very funny, King. Ha ha.
The museum was broken into earlier tonight.
Gee, that's too bad. They steal anything?
A Van Gogh, King. As if you didn't know.
Vincent Van Gogh?
Yes, that's right. Now, here's the $25 million question. Where were you between 10 and midnight?
He was right here with me. Weren't you, darling?
And who might you be, miss?
Gabrielle Delon?
Are you sure he was here?
It's not something I could easily forget.
Yeah. Well, you'll be seeing more of us, King. You count on it.
Don't worry. I will. As for you, next time I want your help, I'll ask for it. Darling. I'll smoke.
It must be the coffee cake. Left it in the oven.
Coffee cake? In the oven?
Yeah?
My God, Van Gogh. What kind of moron would hide a $25 million painting in the oven?
What kind of a moron had turned oven on with a $25 million painting in it?
Well, how the hell was I supposed to know there was a painting in your oven?
So funny.
You mean you don't know?
No. In fact, I fail to see the humor in this whole situation.
Well, you can start laughing, King, because you just stole a fake.
That's impossible.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about. See this residue? It's a chemical they use to age paint. I've seen it before. The heat from the oven caused it to break down.
Could it be a fake? Someone would have to appraise it to authenticate it. Philip Cameron.
Philip Cameron. What are you doing?
It's time to pay Phil a visit.
But what about your daughter?
Either Phil's got her or he knows he does.
And if he doesn't?
I'll just play it by ear. Go ahead with the switch. It'll be dark in the alley. Maybe I can pick him out. I'll be back in a couple hours. You can stay here if you want.
No. Look, I came here to investigate Cameron. And I also have a personal interest in making sure you don't screw up. What makes you think he's here?
Always here.
But he didn't deserve to die.
He was the only lead I had to find Jillian.
Look, I think he was trying to tell us something.
If so, he wasn't going to tell us much.
Kept his files in code. Maybe I can crack it.
Hey, don't touch anything.
What difference does it make now?
Fingerprints make a lot of difference.
The car just saw us walk in.
Well, maybe they won't find him till tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
Come on,
and then
let's go. Let's get out of here. You're on your way back to Europe.
Excuse me. I need your signature. Got a checkup? Thank you. You too, sir. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Here, let me drive.
What for?
Just let me drive.
Who lives here?
A friend.
Philip? Dead?
How's the doornail? It looks like we're the cops' prime suspect.
Oh, you have to get your own drinks tonight. I gave one the night off. What makes you think Philip was involved?
Well, Van Gogh's a fake.
And he's the only one who could have authenticated it.
Fake? You sure?
Positive. And if the kidnappers realize that...
Just give them back the damn painting, fake or no fake, forget the rest. Nothing matters as much as getting Jilly back. And whatever happens, you can count on the best lawyers, I give you my word.
You won't be needing any lawyers. I'm gonna dig through Philip's files.
No chance. You're gonna stay right here. That's if it's all right with you.
Well, the police will never suspect that you're with me.
Philip kept a copy of his computer files at his home.
And just how are you gonna get in there?
I was sent over here to find out what Philip was up to. My father's not only rich, he's Swiss. And the Swiss take their money very seriously.
Sure you want to do this?
Positive. Nothing can happen to me. He's dead. I don't believe in ghosts. Don't worry, King. You'll get her back. I'm sure of it.
King, hold it right there.
You better hold still like we asked you, King. We wouldn't want any little accidents, now would we?
You jerks. What you morons just did?
We morons just bagged a killer.
What the hell is he talking about?
You're under arrest for the murder of Philip Karen.
What?
You really crossed the line this time, pal. The secretary got worried when he didn't answer the phone, so she gave us the call.
Marie?
Security guard saw you and Miss DeLong enter the office barely a half hour earlier.
What happened, King? A little falling out among thieves?
Report on this going to be a thing of beauty. Prime suspect apprehended before the corpse even had a chance to decay.
Hey, wait.
We waited long enough for this, King.
You're forgetting the painting.
Painting?
What's the matter? You got brain damage?
King of Spades.
$25 million. Well, look, guy didn't even finish the year.
What the hell happened to him?
It's a long story.
We got all night.
Yeah, well, I don't. Unless you guys want another murder on your hands.
You really are a nosy bitch, aren't you?
I'm just doing my job.
Very well, too, I see. You know, I warned Phil. But he thought that as long as the recovery program came out in the black, no one would ask questions.
He was wrong.
He got greedy. That was his big mistake. It's funny. He had all this money stashed in accounts in Switzerland, in the Cayman, Luxembourg. But he never bought me a thing. No rings or earrings. Not even a watch.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Marie. Philip is dead.
I know. Poor Phil. He didn't take it very well when I told him we were engaged to be married.
You and Mr. Dowding?
A very generous, loving man. Old. Old-fashioned. But I like it that way. At least he appreciates me. I may look like an ordinary secretary to you, but I have my charms.
You killed Phil.
Well, I had to. When he realized I replaced the Van Gogh with a fake, he was threatening to blow the whole deal. Poor dead Phil.
Well, I guess that's one way of breaking off a relationship.
The good thing is, they say it's always easier the second time around.
Without marriage?
No. Murder. I wish I could say something poetic. I'm sorry. But you should have stayed in Switzerland.
Exactly what I was thinking.
You okay?
I think I've seen enough dead bodies for one night.
She dead?
Check her pulse.
I couldn't find very much. D stands for Dowding. Mr. Dowding?
Well, I guess you're right about the secretary, King.
Daddy,
Yeah, baby.
did you get the painting?
Yeah. Game's over.
Did we win?
Was it worth it, Mark?
How can you ask that? Just look at it, David. Did you ever see such eyes? The pain, the misery. But the truly inspiring part is that the artist, despite his suffering, is able to defy death. Through his art, he can become immortal.
But you couldn't afford it, could you? You had to kidnap my daughter and force me into stealing a fake so you can collect from the insurance company and pay for the real one.
I'm old, David. Can you blame me for wanting to experience immortality?
Immortality? You kidnapped my little girl. You threatened to kill her.
I'd never hurt her, you know that. As far as she was concerned, it was just a harmless game.
Film, read big to differ.
Marie?
She's dead, Mark.
I'm truly sorry. She was a delightful diversion. But she and Phil were greedy fools.
What's that make you?
A fool, perhaps, but not greedy.
Greedy enough to kidnap a little girl? Threaten to kill her? Over a lousy painting?
No, I'd never do that.
You didn't have a choice. What you gonna do, come back and tell me about the great weekend she had with her favorite uncle?
David, you don't understand.
Oh, I understand, all right.
No, you don't. I love Jillian, but she's growing up and I'm growing old. When I die, will she be there? No. But Van Gogh, that's mine. Forever, David. Forever.
You know, Mark, these days, forever's a lot shorter.
It was right here in this very room. 10 years ago, do you remember? There you were, trying to make off with a second-rate Utrillo and completely missing the Matisse that was worth at least a dozen times as much. I gave you a chance when nobody else would. I could have had you thrown in jail that night.
That was 10 years ago. Things have changed.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna call the cops.
Don't do that, David. All you have to do is to keep quiet and we can still get away with this.
No. No, we can't. Did you forget I quit? You know the funniest thing about all this is? I just stole that thing for you if you just ask me. All you had to do was ask.
I didn't say goodbye to Uncle Mark.
It's okay, Pumpkin. I already did. Let's go home.